Now, good day again, students, and welcome to the zepto level examination for the first lesson in this course about bioenergy. This may be the right occasion also to go through the course concept in some detail. As you understood from the very first introduction to the course package, there are 4 lessons total in this course. The first lesson is the one you are just about to finish. In this lesson, the theme has been biomass as such and its fundamental properties. The next lesson will then focus on the properties of biofuel and the processes to go from biomass to biofuel. The third lesson will introduce the final customers, the end users, into the system. And the fourth lesson will teach you how to view and analyze the whole system. Each lesson is dimensioned to demand approximately 1 week of full-time studies. And each lesson ends with an examination. These 1-week examinations are called zepto level. The basic idea with the course material is that it is provided for free. No tuition fees, the literature is free, there are no costs to take this course. But then you do not get any interactive teacher feedback. That is the price you pay to have the course for free. To earn a zepto level certificate, the same thing applies. You do it without any teacher interference. Everything is up to your own ambition, and you take full responsibility for your own progress. So what you have to do to earn the zepto level certificate for the first lesson are 2 things. First, you have to pass the self-test provided here. Second, you shall identify in your own home region 2 types of biomass that classify as lignocellulose, 2 types of biomass that classify as herbaceous, 2 types of biomass with such properties as to make them good candidates for anaerobic digestion, and 2 types of biomass with properties making them good candidates for fermentation. Following this first lesson in bioenergy, you shall have a first insight into a number of fundamental biomass things. But you will not have advanced any longer than to the biomass itself. Biofuel and bioenergy comes later in this course. Therefore, it is important that you first get to understand some of the most fundamental aspects of biomass, and that you get a proper terminology so that you can talk to experts in the field and make yourself understood. The certificate is set to check your capacity in these respects. So, coming back again to the certificate, you shall identify at least 8 types of biomass in 4 categories in your own home region, and also try to make a rough estimate of the annual amounts that could be used for energy. You shall not spend more than at the very most 1 day to find these values, so you will realize that your numbers and findings will by no means be accurate. But the aim with this exercise is to open your eyes for what is available around you. Once you have found the numbers asked for, you shall write down a short report, only 5, 6, 7 pages or so, in which you describe each type of biomass with a few sentences. For each type of biomass, you will then give its general characteristics. You will also mention the total amount you think is available. And then you will mention why it is best suited for a specific process, or why it fits into a specific category. Say half a page of text for each type of biomass. So that means 4 pages. With a front page, reference list, maybe a table or 2, you will realize why I suggest some 5+ pages. Remember that everything you do in this course shall be academic masterclass standard. And that applies even to things that you do only for yourself. And this report is only for yourself. Again, It is up to your own conscience to do a proper report. Once you have passed the self-test and you have written the report, then you may print yourself a zepto level certificate. Now let me go back to the course concept again. The course consists of 4 lessons: biomass fundamentals, how biomass becomes biofuel, how biofuel becomes bioenergy, how these steps fit into a larger system. After these 4 lessons, you may possess 4 separate zepto certificates. To obtain these certificates, your progress has not been checked by a teacher at any instant. You have not even been able to ask questions to a teacher. But then, on the other hand, you have not been asked to pay anything. The zeptos are dimensioned so that you shall be able to solve the task in only 1 or at the very most 2 days. But if you then want to wrap up the total knowledge that you have gained through these 4 lessons, then you have to pass a proper examination, and there will be a cost associated with that. So if your ambition is to earn the femto level certificate that proves that you have taken a 4 to 6 week master class in bioenergy, then there is a 5th lesson for you to take. That lesson is a challenge, a proper case study that you shall do for your own home region. In that, you shall identify and quantify properly the biomass resources. You shall select and describe the proper conversion processes to be used. You shall describe the customers and match potential production quantities to the market. You shall describe the infrastructure and identify what's in place and what's missing. And you shall discuss the social, economic and environmental consequences. All that shall be written down in a proper academic masterclass standard report, some 30 pages, maybe 20, 30, maybe 40 pages. Proper references, good language, proper layout. I will judge that report and grade it, and if it meets academic standards, you will be awarded a femto certificate. But then you will have to pay for my time. You will now realize that the report demanded for the femto level certificate will to a certain degree be the sum of the 4 zepto level reports. So, if you do not do the zepto level reports properly, then you might as well forget to aim for the femto level certificate. But then, on the other hand, if you do not aim for the femto level certificate, you might perhaps skip the zepto level reports too. So now you know the terms and the conditions for the zepto level certificate, and this slide is a reminder of what you shall do to earn the first certificate. Good luck, and then we will meet again in the introductory nugget to lesson 2.